happening basically, and we're seeing major updates from these guys, and at the same time from the big goats, the Davido, Burna Boy. They are all basking in euphoria that the fact that they got nominated. Davido bagged about 3 nominations. Burna Boy got 4 nominations. For Whiskey, he had nothing for this year. Basically, next year is going to come back stronger to make sure he can ravage himself back into the list. My name is Daki, and I'm so happy to be in your faces again. I want to say a big thank you to our fans out there for doing what you do. We love you, we appreciate you, and we would never ever take you guys for granted. In the meantime, we have made major updates for you guys. You can now stream us live on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. All you have to do is look out for that channel that is most convenient for you and stream us there. Anyways, let's see what today's news look like. We'll begin today's news with Burna Boy. We saw Burna Boy, I Told Them, one of the special album of the year. Has spent its 11th week on the UK official album chart, and currently that album sits at number 71. At the same time, we saw City Boy, the biggest song of the project, has also spent its 11th week on the UK official singles chart, and then City Boy sits at number 64. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy remains the only African artist to ever host and sell out a stadium concert in the Caribbean. And now he's about to do it for the 4th time, and we've seen him in the past do the National Stadium in Jamaica with about 35,000 capacity. At the same time, he has done the Alcy Crawford Stadium, that's at Trinidad and Tobago, with about 27,000 capacity. He has also done the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium at the Bahamas with about 23,000 capacity. And now he's about to do the Vivian Richards Stadium at Barbuda with about 10,000 capacity. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy City Boy spent his 9th week on the Ireland official single chart, and currently it sits at number 78. Talking about charts, Burna Boy City Boy also have spent 11 weeks on the Netherlands official singles chart, and they currently sit at number 45. Moving on, we saw looking at the album category in Netherlands, I Told Them I've also spent 11 weeks and currently sit at number 37, while Love Damini sit at 64, having spent 70 weeks. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy I Told Them album have spent its 11th week on the New Zealand official album chart, and it sits at 39. That's about 6 countries that Burna Boy is currently charting and doing good numbers in. Moving on, we have Davido as the next guy on the news. We saw Sensational, that's a Chris Brown song with Davido and Lojay, became the highest charting song in the US on iTunes and Apple for the week. And at the same time, we saw Davido Over Them have just surpassed 500,000 streams on Pandora. Recall that Pandora is only available in the US. At the same time, we saw for Pandora Music, the top top 100, Chris Brown's Sensational is currently at number 18, having spent 4 weeks on the chart. It is the 3rd most thumbs up track on the album this week, after being released just 3 weeks ago. Moving on, we saw Davido recording a total of 9 songs on global Apple daily chart, and this is coming after the old Grammys and everything. It kind of gives the album a big push, and currently the album is doing good numbers in UK, in US, and even in France. Obviously, the Grammy is a big platform, and then when numbers like that comes up, it reflects in the Grammy category. We saw Over Them currently sit at 37 on the global Apple daily charts. Sensational sit at 41. Feel at 57. Unavailable 65. No Competition 66. Tsunami 71. Holy Ground 81. Stand Strong 87. In the Garden 89. Still on Davido, we saw Davido No Competition with Asake re-enters this week UK Afrobeats chart at number 19. It's previously peaked at number 2, having spent 3 weeks on the charts. Moving on, we have Rema, who is considered to be the biggest snub of the Grammy at the 66th Grammy in the year 2023. We saw Rema Champ is now eligible for 2 platinum in Nigeria for making sales of over 200,000 units in the country. At the same time, we saw Rema debut this year Billboard Global, excluding the US Artist chart at number 36. He is the 2nd highest charted African artist in the chart history, and he became the 3rd African artist to appear on that chart. Still on Rema, we saw Rema winning 2 awards at the African Entertainment Award in the USA, and he got awards like the Best Male Artist for Central and West Africa, and then for the Song of the Year with Calm Down and Selena Gomez. He is the most awarded artist at this year award show. Massive congrats to Rema. He might have placed up at the Grammy, but then he is still doing good numbers and still making out awards and grabbing more awards for himself. Moving on, we saw Fexo and Rema Bobalu recorded a stunning 900,000 plus stream on Spotify yesterday, which made him earn his 8th biggest streaming day. That's almost 1 million stream in a day. It's a massive one, and we say congratulations to Rema for amassing such numbers. Moving on, we saw Rema currently charts #1 for the first time in Nigeria following the release of the Ravage EP, as he rises to #1 on this week Turntable Artist Top 100 chart. For last week, Odumodu was sitting at #1, but then Rema has displaced him to become #1 artist in the country, courtesy the Turntable charts. Moving on, we saw Rema and Gomez Calm Down, which is now the 3rd longest charting song in the history of the Billboard Pop Airplay charts, having spent 55 weeks on the charts. At the same time, we saw it now ties the 4th longest running song in the top 10 region of the charts, also spending 35 weeks. Moving on to the star boy of the moment, talking about Asake. He has been the revelation of the year, and without any doubt, Asake has been an immense growth in the industry and in Afrobeat generally. We saw, talking about the Grammys, Asake backed for himself a nomination with the song Amapiano with Olamide, and that was an amazing one for him. Nobody saw this coming, but then it is cool to see Asake doing this in less than 2 years in the game. Moving on, we saw Asake and his guys celebrating the Grammy nominations with bottles of champagne, and it was nice to see that. It's just a dream come true. In 2 years, you've done the O2, you've done the backlist, and now the big center stage of music, the Grammy. It just shows that indeed hard work pays. Moving on, we saw Sunshine have just surpassed 40 million stream on audio mark. That's a massive one. Recall that Asake, Burna Boy, and Sheyi Vibes are the only ones to have surpassed 1 billion stream on audio mark, and it just shows that's his comfort zone, and all the numbers is packing it on that space. Massive, and congratulations to Asake on that one. And moving on, we saw Asake and Gona are currently seen working together on a new song, and just maybe, that could just be the global song he has been waiting for. At the same time, we saw Amapiano to Olamide have just earned over 41.5 million on-demand streams in Nigeria since it's released, and is now eligible for 2 platinum in the country, courtesy the TCN. And finally, we have Fireboy as the last guy on the list. On Friday, it was said that Fireboy also got the Grammy nomination from the Grammys list, but apparently there's a major twist to that, which automatically have removed Fireboy from that conversation. Now, the Grammy made an adjustment to their list, which says that now, to be eligible for a Grammy nomination in the album category, you must have done about 20% contribution in the project, and 20% means you must have done more than one. And as it stands, Fireboy only has a contribution on the project, which automatically takes him out. And sad to see that he's out of the list, but at the same time, the good one is the fact that the list is accommodating, and next year it could just drop something that could make the list. My name is Daki. We'll catch you guys on the very next one. Stay